I think when I first came to Boot Ranch, you begin to fully understand this is true Texas. The hills, the oaks, the lakes, even the scent of the air when you wake up in the morning.
When we looked at Boot Ranch, we recognized the quality and the opportunity that's represented by the members and the quality of the land. And we really felt like this was a destination that families all over Texas could find really attractive.
It became clear to us as we began to scout out the land and look at the various lakes and the topography and the kind of hidden and secret spaces was to create kind of a great trail system. One that really began to link everything from the METZGER house back to Longhorn Lake. So we started the METZGER house with a really fun general store. It's a very historic house, and the idea of renovating it into kind of the basic needs that one would want in a kind of a coffee house slash general store kind of feeling, adjacent to a smallish community post office. So there's really kind of a sense of community. I start on my trail through the park, and the park is an area of really a lot of different activities. Putting course that is really all about family fun, so it doesn't have to be all about great golfers. It could be young kids just beginning to learn golf. The idea of on a Saturday morning a father wanting to take their children out and just kick soccer balls around. Those kind of memories that families want to build with their children. All of this leading up to what to date has really been a center of a lot of activities with the Ranch Club and its pool and food service and kind of a wonderful shade area, because where we're headed is up to Longhorn Lake. So we dreamed up the idea of really a lake house that will be right on the lake shore. It'll be a place that we have canoes and kayaks, fishing dock, the tradition of the great food and dining, but in a much more casual way. There was always a platform that went out into the lake. We thought about that and thought how we could add shade elements to that and have that really as a lakeside pavilion. Across the lake was a series of cliffs, and so we kind of began to dream about when we were young and how much fun it would be to jump off cliffs into the lake. So the question began, how do we get there? So I said, well, what if we just had a raft or kind of a pontoon, kind of hook finish like, and you actually just pulled yourself over on a rope and you went across the lake. There was a little landing dock and you climbed up and you jumped. I mean, how much fun is all of that for teenagers and kids and even young adults? So I was under two beautiful oak trees adjacent to Longhorn Lake. So a great treehouse came to mind, and rather than have one treehouse, why not have two?
There was an old, very high quality trap and skeet range that was built by one of the original ranchers on this property that's been well maintained. We're adding to that a 5-stand and a sporting clays facility. Eventually, the eventual build out will have a full shooting of sporting clays course and a very nice gun club style cabin where the shooters can sit around and make it a really fun place for the whole family.
Frankly, if you can get the kids and mama and everybody together and they all want to be here, it just makes for just a much more inviting experience from a community perspective.
I think that's really building a place that it's an experience you get only here. That is about uniqueness. That is about one-of-a-kind places. And that's what we believe as we continue the evolution of Boot Ranch as an already great place to a place that is simply incomparable.